guys, welcome to another episode of Summertime Fine. I'm your host Kamila McDonald, and today's episode is called Eat Good, Live Good. Now, we've been working out over the last couple of weeks together. We've been focusing on exercise and the importance of the different ways in which we work out. And today I really wanted to put an emphasis on what we eat, all right? And so I wanted to bring forth one of my favorite things to make in the kitchen, and that's a smoothie. And I think it's one of my favorite because of the amount of nutrients that you can pack into one single cup very quickly, especially if you do a prep in advance. This particular smoothie that we're making today is a pre-workout smoothie, and I'm gonna speak about some nutrient-dense foods that I think we should incorporate in our diets at all times. Now, remember that this is really just about quality of life. Yes, we're focusing on that summer body, but this is about, again, how you feel. We can't just be mindlessly eating, mindlessly snacking, not really thinking and being conscious about, what it is that we're putting in our body. All right, so I really want to emphasize that. Another point that I want to bring up is the importance of eating alkaline. So the more alkaline we are, is the more our bodies thrive, right? So the more acidic we are, is the more our bodies are in a state of stress and inflammation, which is the root cause of all disease. So all the ingredients that we're going to be trying out today in this smoothie are moving towards that alkaline states that we really want to aim for every day. So I wanted to first start out with frozen berries, and we're sticking with berries because, again, the focus is on weight loss. So we're going to start with that. I like to keep most of my fruit and just any produce at all that I'm adding in the smoothie, I like to keep them frozen because that helps with the consistency. I don't have to add ice or anything. Okay, so next up is always a given. I'm gonna go with half of a frozen banana. This is frozen spinach, and what you can do is just like how you would freeze ice, you would just kind of use an ice tray and get it frozen. Again, this is preventing us from adding ice, which will really kind of water down the situation we have going on here. Now we're gonna move into my favorite part of the smoothie making process, and that's adding all the superfoods. And this really is determined on what you have access to, what you can afford at this time. These are actually optional. They're not going to affect the taste necessarily, but significantly affect the nutrition. So today I purposely included lots of different options that we can just put in a smoothie to enhance our pre-workout experience. Okay, so we're going to start with flaxseed, and if there was one seed that you would include in your diet every single day, I would say that's definitely flaxseed. Make sure that they're grounded, and then we're going to go for our lean protein, and I'm using a plant-based protein, so this is spirulina, right? I'm going to add about half of a teaspoon just today. I'm going to keep it beginner friendly, and that is just packed with all of the protein that you need. This is matcha powder. So this is the new craze, the new buzz. This is how you can naturally just get a boost of energy before you work out. Again, this is optional. What I love about these superfoods, I'm about to add some maca powder, which is a super energizer. This is actually called the Super Energizer Bunny pre-workout smoothie. All right, maca powder is excellent for that. It's also 100% natural. And the great thing about these types of superfoods is that what's going to happen is that they're going to last you for a really long time. So even though the upfront cost might feel like, oh my gosh, this is so expensive, because it is, you have to think about it as an investment instead of an expense. And if you, for example, let's think about maca powder or even matcha, the container is going to last you for months. All right, so let's say you can only get one at a time. Start with flax seeds. Use that for a couple weeks until you've saved up. You're going to prioritize your health, so you're going to put away those shoes that you were planning to buy. Next up, I'm going to add cinnamon, which is just going to turn it up, both flavor and nutrition. Every single thing that I'm using here is adding great value and nutrition to this smoothie. I'm going to give a little touch of vanilla, right? I'm not really a measurements person. I like to feel around. And then I'm going to start out with 2 dates, and if you are new to smoothies and maybe you don't really like fruits and vegetables so much, I would advise you to use about 3 dates pitted, but just for now I'm going to use 2 dates. All right, I'm going to use some almond milk because we're keeping this dairy free. This is a plant-based smoothie. All right, so you're just gonna get that all covered. This is about just what we need, and then we're gonna blend it up. All right, so when it feels like everything is blended out, I'm gonna open it up and have a taste. So wholesome, so delicious. After I drink a smoothie, I'm usually full for hours after that. I don't need to have anything else. So again, it's a perfect way to just sneak lots of nutrition in. I think the key points that I want you to take home is don't get overwhelmed by the ingredients. You know, whatever you are able to commit to, you know, stick with that and try to rotate them as often as possible. So yeah, here's all of your nutrition in one cup, and it's delicious.